Jimmy Shirley's going to come to the stage and entertain you. So, make you feel very welcome on free. You've done a great job so far. Hot three, shut around applause. 1, 2, 3, go! Let's have on the stage, Jimmy Shirley!
What's happening, Hot Water? We good? You don't sound sure. He's all right, gents? He's okay? It's like fucking Dragon's Den here. You just smell our money. Dragon's Den with fucking Caesar Milan who's had a breakdown. My name's Jimmy anyway, and sadly I look like the bastard love child of Alan Carr and Sue off the Bake Off. Bad, innit? These glasses, lad, are a heavy prescription, -5, look at them. Can't see fuck up, but I've had a terrible start to the week. Specsavers messed up my prescription, which is a nightmare because I've just said I'm blind. And I woke up on Monday after a heavy night of swiping on Tinder. And I've matched with a beautiful woman, Dave, 52. I thought, I can't carry on like this, I can't see a thing, what am I going to do? So I marched down to my local Specsavers and I went in and I started berating the lady next to the counter. I said, you've given me the wrong prescription, I can't see anything. And she just ignored me. Which pissed me off even more. It took about 10 minutes of arguing with her before I realised I wasn't talking to a woman. I had, in fact, been arguing with a Tommy Hilfiger sunglasses stand. It's bad, man. It's good to be here. I've actually came today for my niece's 11th birthday party. You'd have loved it, mate. She got £300 birthday money. She wanted to buy a pair of change with the £300. And I said, there's too much money to spend on one thing. Me and your dad, we had to make do with our siblings' hand-me-down clothes when we were younger. I used to be like a bit of a dickhead going to school on a Monday in R. Kelly's communion dress. Just to be clear, R. Kelly is my sister. Not the R&B paedophile. It'd be a bit weird at this gig if it said I was one of the brides of R. Kelly, wouldn't it? That'd just be odd. But I've actually recently found love with a really posh girl. Thank you, love. One person. Fuck the rest of you. I'm aware I exude sex hamster, but it's fucking possible. He's really posh, lives in Formby. She lives in the same street as Jürgen Klopp. Whenever I tell this joke, she always says, Jimmy, why are you always saying I'm posh? I'm not posh. That's how she talks. And I tried pointing out to her, I don't judge your poshness by your social standing, where you come from, how much money you've got, whether you vote for, stuff like that. How I judge how posh you are is by what ice cream van came to your street when you were a kid. Because I'm here to tell you, if the ice cream van that came to your street when you were a kid just sold fucking ice cream, you're posh. I'd start off in the suburbs, selling chalk ices and 99ers with a flake. By the time we get to the mean streets of Kirby, where I'm from, it's fucking weed, porn, fireworks, tampons, bazookas, water looking, semi-skim milk and Weetabix. I don't think you can ever consider yourself impoverished unless you get a bag of weed, a bag of nappies and Free Willy 2 on, take off the ice cream van. Remember on the back of the ice cream van, it used to have in black and red writing, didn't it? Man, that child. I used to think it was a road safety. Turns out, just a motivational speech for single mums, so. Who knew? I hate 20-year-olds, you know, I fucking hate them. Because I'm not 20, I look like this. But mainly because they never grew up with a mum in the 90s and it shows. I remember the first time I had my 90s mum back, it was 1992. When I was doing the Royal Rumble on my ma's bed, that's a Royal Rumble there. And I kicked my brother in the face, and his nose went. And I realised that 0.2 second delay to get to him before the sound came out. He's gone. My mum shouted, James, get down these stairs! I thought, shit. In the living room, she said to me, did you punch your brother? And I said, no, I fucking kicked him. When I woke up, I was behind the telly, and my glasses were in the kitchen. But what happened to the 90s mum was like football players stay on too long. That happened to the 90s mum as well. I remember my 90s mum started to smack me when I was 15. She smacked me once, she smacked me twice. She was just sweating, desperate. It was a pitiful sight when it dawned on her, smacking my ass was now eating him more than it was eating me. And I was just on the end of the bed going, Susan, can we fucking get on with this? I've got a Tamagotchi to feed, love, come on. Funny me ma, like. My mum tells me this story every Christmas, and she gets pissed. Forget she told me it. Tells me the Christmas after, it's great. It's about how she met me dad. So they went to the same nightclub for 7 years, and my dad never had the bottle to ask her out. He didn't have the courage. And then one Friday, he went over to her, and he said, Susan, you're beautiful, can I dance with you? He had a slow dance to this song. Stop the rain from falling if you ask me to. Do anything for you, your wishes. All right, it's not karaoke, can't I? He went out into the snow, he gave her his coat, and he went to my granddad's. And he walked home in the snow, he got to my granddad's step. He said, I've had an amazing night, can I kiss you? And she kissed him. And she said to me from that second, she knew she'd be with me dad for the rest of her life. Nobody gets an hour that, we'll go with it though, it's fine. It's nice that, though, isn't it? Thank you, love. It's a bit late now, but it's fine. But it got me thinking, how the fuck are young people now going to tell their kids about how they met? Just be doing this, won't they? She'd just be there going, there it was, shaking me wet ass potty on the dance floor. The disco lights are bouncing off your dad's turkey teeth. And he said something so romantic to me, I'll never forget it. He said, hey girl, do you want a line? I went back to his mate's flat in Kenny and done a load of balloons in. And he spent the next fortnight sending me pictures of his cock on Snapchat. It's hardly the Notebook, is it? Guys, usually lovely, you know. It's a lovely evening. It's only a small but mighty crowd. I'm enjoying it. When I tell you a cautionary tale now about Birkenhead, not that you need to be told one. A few of you look like you're from Birkenhead, but that's besides the point. It's weird. I live 8 miles from town. But Birkenhead's a mile and a half over the river. When you step over that river, everyone's fucking off their head, all inbred. So services up the wall, it's nuts, isn't it? And my main experience is from this lady that I dated called Belinda. I know what you're thinking. That's my fault. Clearly, Belinda's the name of a psychopath and or a hairdresser. Should have known when I searched it on Facebook, she was the third one down. Belinda knew. Third account. That's always a giveaway, isn't it? When I first met Belinda, she said to me, Jimmy, I want you to have sex with me in the bay window of the flat. And I was really taken back by this. I was like, do what? I want you to have sex with me in the bay window of the flat. I soon got into it after a fortnight, just waving at people going past on the bus like that. I don't know what that was. Don't ever have sex with me if you were thinking about it. And this went on for 2 weeks, having sex in the bay window of the flat. What was actually happening was, we were having sex in the bay window of the flat, and her ex-husband was outside having a wank in the bushes. I wish I was making this up. I thought, I'm going to go down and defend this lady's honour from this pervert in the bushes. So I picked my underpants up off the floor, and I ran out the flat, and as I ran out, she shouted something really odd. She shouted, Jimmy, you haven't eaten all your greens. Weird, isn't it? Went down the stairs, got to the door to the flat to the garden. She came to the balcony, said it again, and what she actually said was, Jimmy, be careful, he's in the Royal Marines. I was already there. So I just ran at him, and I hit him as hard as I could. When I hit him, it was like with a 3-year-old. This is what happened, exactly this. And he went, is that it? And I went, oh, no. Then he just picked me by the waistband of my undies and just started kicking fuck out of me all around the garden. I was stopped, dropping and rolling like I was on fire, holding on to his leg. I don't know if I've ever been beaten up by somebody with a hard on, but it's fucking demoralising. At one point, I didn't know if it was his fists or his willy that would hit me. The dog was up the stairs, was saying, send the dog down! I didn't give a fuck, the dog's a 3-year-old Shih Tzu called Coco. That's all the help I could get. She let the dog down and the dog come down and bit me. So don't go to Birkenhead, that's that one. You've been lovely, guys. You've been a lovely audience. Before I go, I like to keep my act upbeat and fun. I try not to be political or morbid or horrible. But before I leave, I'd like to tell you the story about my stepdad who abused me. Wasn't the physical stuff he did, that was all right. It was like the mental stuff. So what he'd do, he'd go shopping to Asda and Tesco, and he'd get blue ribbons, custard creams and wagon wheels. And he'd put them in a toolbox and put it next to the fridge, and then put a padlock on the toolbox. Isn't so here laughing at child abuse? This is a sad story, this. No one's ever laughed at that bit. It's like child abuse. He's locking the biscuits up. It's like Joseph Fritzl shit. Fucking laughing their heads off. And we go to bed, he'd take the padlock off the fucking barrel and then eat the lot. Now, at the same time, I was finding myself sexually. My mate Berkey giving his porn magazine in cookery class called Swank. Wasn't a very imaginative title, it was just S-Wank, that was the name of the magazine. In the back of Swank, there was this porn star with her legs open, and it said, call now for filthy fun. I was in the house on my own, so I thought I fucking will. So I called up, and I had the best 3 hours of my life, wanking myself silly talking to Janet from Oldham. And it was amazing, I had a great time. Until about 3 weeks later when the itemised phone bill arrived. Should have been 27 quid and it was 312. Bad, innit? You ever realised when your parents like are on the warpath but you don't know yet? And you sense it. I put my key in the door after school and I walked in the house 1 foot and went, oh my fucking God, I've been run bloody nose. But when the living room was like a murder scene, all my brothers and sisters were lined up, they'd all had the blame, they were all crying. The couch was fucking on fire, the bill was on the table. I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? As I was thinking what I was going to do, my stepdad was stood next to me mum and he looked at me and I looked at him. And we locked eyes for a moment. And he looked flustered. My little 13-year-old brain kicked into gear. I was like, she thinks it's him. 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 Let's see you put the wagon wheels in the toolbox now, you fucking dickhead. She threw him out. All my brothers and sisters in the hallway. Everyone was like, yay, Jimmy slayed the goblin stepdad. I was sliding up to my mum, making a cups of tea, and but he's gone now, mother. I'm not mad at the house. And everything was fine. Until my mad overheard my brother telling me sister, it wasn't Stevie. I should probably change his name at this point. It wasn't Stevie phoned them dirty lines, it was our Jimmy. He just blamed Steve. And my mum done that lie what all good parents do. She said to me, James, come in here and I won't hit you. 3 days later, A&E. Ever been beaten by your ma so hard you have to lie about it in school? I was in school just going like this. You all right, Jay? I was like, yeah, it'll be fine tomorrow when the cast comes off, miss, don't worry, I just fell over. I was heavy, man. He moved back in. I didn't like him, he didn't like me. There was no love lost between us. And he made me life a misery, basically, until I ran away when I was 16. But I haven't seen him for 20 years. We didn't like each other and I just got on with it and that was that. But it turns out, last December, he killed himself. presumably because he couldn't afford to pay the phone bill. I've been Jimmy, Shirley, you've been wonderful. Just before I go, if you like that, me and my friend Dustin Moore, he's a great comedian. We're doing our own show on August the 4th here. So if you have a look on the Hot Water website, it's August the 4th. It's called Scouse African. So have a little look at it. If you enjoyed this, come and watch. Nice one. Have a good night.
Shirley, ladies and gentlemen.